Well, I just want to say hello and welcome Chris back to my podcast tonight. And from your perspective, what may be the main reason some have a hard time maintaining a target weight?
Oh, age-old question, huh?
Yes.
And it's not skill, it's not ability,
Uh-huh.
because I think everyone has lost weight. But what we deal with is life. It's ups and downs, it's challenges, it's stress, it's the pressure, it's and it's not necessarily a negative stress or negative pressure, though those can really impact you.
Right.
It can just be, I'm that busy. I'm legitimately going, and you'll see this with a lot of people where it's I've got these activities lined up. It might be kids to point A to point B, to pick up this one, to an event here, to someone who's uh, going from meeting to meeting to meeting in the white collar world, to construction site, and they're trying to eat on the run between point A and point B.
Right. Um, do you think that uh, your not your gallbladder, your what am I trying to say up here? A lot of people have that surgery. My mother did, and I can't even say the word now.
I'm not placing it where your esophagus.
It's right up in this area, and that's where the surgery is done. Gosh, my daughter had it taken out even. Overactive, I think hers was underactive because overactive you usually on the slim side, but underactive you're very sluggish and stuff like that. And I just can't say what it is because that's what controls. I mean, that's your central device of your whole body.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking thyroid's what typically
Thyroid.
comes.
That's it. That you just said it. You stole it. It's the thyroid.
And
Yes.
when you get into the medical side of the equation, there are always a number of different challenges. And that's one area that if someone's dealing with that, it's grab your doctor,
Right.
because principles apply, but they're principles. They're
Exactly.
general rules. They're a compass. But like any compass, if you hit a magnetic storm, your compass is only going to do you so good. You're going to be looking at that going, what direction do I go? Because it doesn't orient like a normal compass.
Right. Right. Would you say that incorporating a diverse exercise routine may help to keep an individual possibly fit?
Now, that's just important in general. And if you're getting out there and you're getting some basic exercise, and it doesn't have to be excessive. And by excessive, there's a whole breadth of what do you really mean by that. Sometimes, and share weigh in on this, Dana, but I look at this and people say, because I can't do what I want and I think is what's right based on what we're told is right, I won't do it at all. And so they do that pendulum swing all the way over to the other end and they don't do the exercise. A little is better than none. Some is better than a little. And then you have to be in sync with your doctor. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm approaching it. But in general, looking at principles, working out, getting exercise is going to be good for your general health and well-being.
And of course, you stole one of my questions by saying doing even a little bit of exercise, but I'll get to it anyways. Is there a special test to determine an individual's body type
Oh, goodness. So
that you know of?
That's a big question right there. In general, people are aware of either I'm an ectomorph, I'm an endomorph, I'm a mesomorph, just in terms of, are you heavy set, are you not heavy set, are you slender?
Right.
My daughters are, they can eat whatever they want and they're just slender as can be. And I lean towards the heavy set side. So uh, there are rules of thumb, medically speaking, yes. So from a life insurance perspective, I have to have my doctor write a letter that says, no, the guy's healthy. It's just, I'm one of these guys that I'm a brick house. It's how I'm built. And so my son is another example from the Corps, sergeant, has to go do the medical waivers because they go, your weight, given your height, it's wrong. You're obese. And it's like, hey, yeah, they bring him on in and they're like, yeah, this guy is about as buff as you're going to want and wish you could be. And so it really opens up a different world of questions there, Dana.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Does sleep have a positive or negative effect on weight control?
Oh, goodness.
I got you thinking tonight.
Yes, indeed. And there are so many studies. And I'm actually thinking of earlier today, I was looking at, there was another Harvard study on just how this really does link up. However, if you're like me and I don't really like to get scientific, I ask a simple question. If you're driving and you're sleepy and you're really tired and you're drifting off, what's your ability to stay in the lane, to be effective, to make good judgment calls?
You're not.
And
Not.
we all know if you're too tired, you pull over and rest.
That's right.
And it's the same thing when you're eating and you're saying, okay, I need to sleep so that when I'm not overtired and I'm not making bad decisions on what I'm doing. Because when you get overtired and you said, okay, I'm hungry, that you're just in, I want to eat mode so I can go to sleep mode.
So then I guess we'd have to agree that self-discipline is very important when it comes to this.
It
And
is.
really anything that has to do with health, because we know personally, just between the two of us,
Mhm.
what we can do and what we can't do because of what we have done in our lives and what we do daily.
Yes.
Because, well, matter of fact, I'm on this kick now where I'm trying to do so many push-ups in a day. It doesn't have to be 100, but I do try to maintain between 40 to 60 at a minimum daily. And I'm doing this on that power stand that I have. I'm not just doing regular push-ups because I gotta hold grips and do push-ups. And it's a whole nother world because of I never did push-ups like that before. I've done different push-ups, but not these. Let's say it that way.
Mhm.
Um, would you say, there we go, we're coming to that question. Would you say that some kind of exercise is beneficial to any individual or to an individual and possibly prolong lifespan when directed only by their physician?
So in the first answer is yes, it's beneficial.
Okay.
If you're going to do only a few, this is where you look at core versus peripheral. So if I sit here and I say, well, I got a little grip exercise and I'm doing this, well, is that better than nothing? Yes. But how much does that really impact your overall health versus if you're doing push-ups? Because your push-ups engages your core, engages your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back. There's a lot that happens. even your legs are going to get into that, even if you're just tilted at an angle doing that against the wall.
Right, right. Um, you know, and I guess that this whole subject, because healthy lifestyle, there's just so much to it. I mean, honestly, you know, I guess you could spend hours, you could probably even write a book on just different subjects, even pertaining to healthy lifestyle, like what
Oh,
nutrition, uh, weight control, self control, blah, blah, blah. And I, you know, and I guess that's why I wanted to touch on this type of subject, because I know there's such a big, big, big demand for most people, because everybody's looking for that elite that's gonna, like you're doing. You do it with armbands and stuff like that. 2-minute workout. Wow. How you gonna
just
beat
make,
that? Honest. How you gonna beat that? And it's
and that's the whole idea. Make it sustainable, because if you're doing a 2-minute workout,
right.
that means you can do it again and again and again at your time, at your pace.
Right.
And I might do 3 or 4 2-minute workouts in a day, but day after day after day, that has a compound effect.
Right.
So we all know compound interest is a good thing if
Yes.
you're getting it. It's a bad thing if you're paying it.
That's right.
So compound the results you're getting in your body. Be the one to collect on this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and your body's always going to tell you
Mhm.
if it's getting something positive out of it or if it's negative, because of either injuries or if it's a bonus, if you're getting stronger. Because I noticed even when I started doing those push-ups, I was only doing 10 as my first. And I said, well, you know, and then all of a sudden I went back to it again, stayed at that 10, and then the next day or even the day after, whatever it was, all of a sudden I increased to like 15. I said, wow.
Yes,
See,
yes.
what a big difference, you know? And I mean, honest. And then when I started doing 20s, I said, see, now this is what it's all about. You just keep going at it. Even if you do get tired and sore, just learn to either
You
take showers, you know, even if you have to eliminate a day, whatever. I mean, it's just
and see right there, you just said something so powerful, Dana, which is don't get stuck on, oh, I have to, and you're starting to do something which isn't sustainable. If it's, I can do it a day and then it's 3 days later and it's 3 days later, that is by far better than not. And then what's going to happen is you're going to find out I went 3 days and 2 days later, I'm feeling good. You're absolutely right. So
yeah.
important.
And you know, well, because I'm old enough. I mean, I'm almost 63 years old, and I used to walk 5 to 10 miles a day easily. E- Extra versus of I'm back to cutting grass again with a push mower. I bought a brand new push mower. It was awesome because that one is even that much better than I consider it a Cadillac, because it's got big rear wheels and then the smaller ones in front, you know, and it's so much easier to push around. It's something to get used to again because it's a different mower, you know, but it does a lot. It's more effective. Let's say it that way.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess we'll just say till next time, and you know, we'll talk some more. But I'm gonna just end this recording, and we'll carry on from here next time.